Taking a job in Afghanistan isn't something Margie Jednat would normally do, but in 2015, she did it. Jednat, a local Chambersburg woman, spent 9 months in Kabul helping oversee the construction of the Ministry of Defense headquarters, nicknamed the Afghan Pentagon.
To walk down there, the protocol was you had to have one long gun with you. So she carried the M4, and then we both had M9s. I couldn't walk down by myself, and she would not be allowed to walk down by herself because she had it always had to be in twos, minimum twos, and one had to be a long gun.
During her time in Kabul, Jednat faced many challenges, including finding ways to cook without a kitchen.
And again, I have pictures of us peeling potatoes at a little, folding table in the middle of a hallway. There was no place for us to do a lot of things. Rinsing things with bottled water. The things that we take for granted. We didn't have a sink, and all I kept thinking is, at home I have a big sink, and we had to wash the pots and things. They didn't have, until I met the Italians, we were going to a bathroom sink, and I have pictures on my phone. The sink is this big. The sinks were only that big. Well, my crock pot was this big. So I was, hot water, rinsing it out. Then I'd go downstairs and I'd put bottled water in the microwave in a big container, microwave the water, put it in, just trying to keep it clean and hot and to put it away.
In addition to 2 floods, an earthquake, and an explosion, Jednat also witnessed a helicopter crash.
The helicopter came down and it crashed. And she slammed the door. She yelled, "Chop her down." And we had 2 floors. I still get chills thinking about it. There were 2 floors, and it sounded like elephants running out, And I said to Janice, what was it? She goes, "There's a helicopter crash out there." And she was concerned with the fuel. Because if it would explode and ignite, it would come right down the street. And we were very close.
But what impacted Jednat the most during her trip were the Afghan children.
And the children outside the gate were basically supporting their family. They were selling scarves and trinkets and as we stepped out the gate, they would meet us. And they would walk a portion of the way with us. And then they would stop, and other children would meet us, and they would walk another distance with us, and then they would stop, and another group of kids would come. So I find out, over, it doesn't take long, a few weeks, that this is their selling area. So my little sweetie Malika and her brother Samir, they had from the gate to the first gate, Then I had another 2 boys, and they took me from the Italian area down almost to the palace gate, and then I had another 2 boys. So over the 9 months, I adopted children, and basically I reached back here to Chambersburg to my best friend, and I said, "I need sneakers." I knew what sizes I needed. So yes, I was doing this work, which I did and loved it, but I also did other fun things, more humanitarian.